Hello everyone and welcome back. I hope you've had a really good weekend so far. Today I am starting to see the first signs of spring and it's really got me in the mood to start planning this year's big spring clean. But today I want to just do a weekend house reset. So I'm off Saturday and Sunday this weekend and I'm going to go through the whole house, give it a good reset, get everything back to ticking over, and then next week I'm going to start recording my big spring clean for you. So this year is going to be a little bit different from years previously in that I want to have a go at the move out, move in style of cleaning. Now I saw this on my sister's video the other day and I was very intrigued. I'm not sure where the idea came from, but basically the idea is to move absolutely everything out of a room, clean the room thoroughly, and then moving everything back in, cleaning, organising and decluttering as you go. I love the idea of that for a spring clean, and that's certainly something that I want to do this year. So I will be starting to film that at the end of next week. It's going to take a long time to get through all my spring cleaning this year because I want to go at it hard. I want to hit every square centimetre of this house and make sure it's all nice and clean. I also have to redecorate the bedroom at the same time. As you can see in the corner of the video you're looking at the moment, we still are having issues with damp. Our landlord has been really good. They've put vents in all over the place and they are now coming out to check the insulation's okay, but they have given us some money towards redecorating this room, so that's something that I will be doing as a part of the spring clean as well. So yes, during the bedroom part of the reset today you will see some damp spots on the wallpaper, but they will be going very soon. I'm really excited to redecorate in here. Colour scheme wise, I'll probably be saying pretty much the same kind of colours. I like how calm and relaxing it is in here, but I will be doing away with the wallpaper. I feel like the wallpaper, although I love it because it's textured, it's kind of like a woven paper, it's really strange. I feel like that's not helped with the damp. That's held on to quite a lot of moisture itself, and not helped with the damp, so it's just going to be going straight paint, which can be wiped down every week or so to keep the mould at bay. So at the minute today I am just changing the bedding. I absolutely love fresh sheets day. It just makes me so happy. You can have a nice long bath, get yourself all clean and pampered and get into nice fresh bedding is the stuff of dreams for me. So I'm just changing the bedding today. I'm really on the lookout for, a little while ago I saw an advert and I can't remember the name of the company, but they make duvet covers and pillowcases with zips instead of buttons or poppers. I really want to look at investing in some of those because when I wash my bedding, I wash it inside out with the buttons done up so that socks and, towels and things don't get rolled up inside the bedding while it's in the wash. And that would be really helpful to have a zip instead of buttons. It would save a lot of time. So yeah, if you happen to know the name of that company, please drop it in the comments because I haven't seen it since and if I'd really like to get hold of some of the zippable duvet covers. But in the meantime, I'm loving this one. I got it relatively recently from Dunelm Mill. It's like a full weave, lovely cotton bedspread and it's lovely. It's so cozy and nice. I was a little bit worried about the texture on my cheek, like on the pillow while I'm trying to sleep. I was worried I was going to end up like imprints on my face, but it's been really good. It washes nicely. It doesn't really need ironing. It's just a dream. So that's going on the bed today along with our fluffy blanket. We're getting to the point of the year now where we do not need this every night anymore. So you'll get into bed and it will still be really cold, but then you wake up in the night absolutely boiling. So it won't be long before this will go off into the cupboard again until the autumn rolls around. And I've just sprayed that with a little bit of my fabric softener dilute spray just to make it smell nice. Next on the list today is to clear the bedside tables. These again will be changing when I redecorate the bedroom. These are lovely bedside tables, they're really nice, they do everything that I want them to do, but I would prefer a more natural wood colour, like the chest of drawers that I've got here. So they'll be getting changed out very soon. This chest of drawers I need to repair. It's less than 2 years old. It's solid wood, but where the damp has gotten to it, it's starting to come apart at the sort of bolt holes. So I need to pull it apart and sort of re-glue it and re-screw it together again. Over in this corner today, I'm going to be turning my desk area into like a home office. The plan at the end of the day is to put a curtain across it. So we have an office space, but it's away and out of sight, out of mind. This desk originally was for my craft things, but I don't sit and craft at it anymore. So it makes sense for it to become more of a home office area than a craft area. So that is something else that I'll be doing today once I finish the cleaning. So now for a quick hoover, and that will be the bedroom done for today. It's not a deep clean, like I say, the spring clean is happening very soon, and it probably will start in the bedroom because I'm very keen to get it redecorated. So it's just a quick clean today. So a quick hoover. I'm so glad I finally picked up a cordless hoover. It's not as good as my Shark, but it's great for little just whiz rounds every day. It's really good for that. So it's now day 2, it's Sunday. All I got done yesterday was the bedroom. I was feeling very unmotivated. So today I am hitting it hard. It's currently about 7 o'clock in the morning and I am starting today in the kitchen just because we have a lot going on in here today and I want to get it done before everything kicks off. So to start off with, I'm putting away the dishes from yesterday. They do usually get dried and put away the night before, but yesterday it was my turn and I washed them and I did not dry them. So I'm doing that now. I'm popping all of those away before I start with the rest of the kitchen. Next up is the worktops, as usual. I'm just going to be clearing those off and wiping them down with my homemade bleach and washing up liquid spray. I'm not using anything special. I'm really tempted at the moment to go down to B&M and get a whole bunch of new cleaning products ready for the spring clean, but I'm also really trying to not be wasteful and trying to make my own cleaning products. I'm kind of torn in this life between wanting everything and being very kind of commercial and also being very sort of frugal and minimal and I don't know which way I'm leaning yet. So at the moment I'm using my bleach and washing up liquid spray and it's doing the job perfectly. I think I just want to go to B&M. I think my head just wants to go to B&M and it's looking for excuses, and cleaning products is the excuse so far. But with a spring clean coming up, there are a few bits that I need. I'm trying to prevent myself from going crazy and buying a whole ton of stuff. You will know later on in the week, if a haul video suddenly appears on this channel, that I have been weak and I've given in and bought a load of cleaning stuff. If not, and the first video you see is a spring cleaning video, I have very successfully managed to not buy a bunch of cleaning stuff. I know that I need new microfiber cloths, I know that I need a bit of limescale remover spray, and probably a little bit of Febreze, and that's probably all I actually need. But yeah, my head's just telling me to go buy all the stuff, all the scrub daddies, all the scrub mummies, all the glass cloths, all of this and that and the other. I think I just need to go out for a walk. So at the minute I am just wiping down the fronts of the cabinets. I'm using my dilute Doe Flora. I'm still trying to use up the last little bit of my winter spice. I'm sick of the smell now. I'm so sick of the smell. I love everything about Christmas, but honestly I am ready for the spring scents. I am ready for the blossoms, for the cotton, for all those lovely fresh spring scents. So I can't wait to get this all used up. So I'm going to use every opportunity to get that Zoflora spray out and get it gone. So now I'm moving on to the sink. I'm going in with some of my Pink Stuff paste. I do like this, it's really good for lifting stains from things. Just remember, if you are using it on any kind of stainless steel, brush steel, to go with the grain of the brushing, because you will make lines if you go in a different direction and it will look awful. So I'm going straight along the draining board with that. The sink doesn't matter too much because you can't see the grain of it anyway. But yeah, do be careful if you're using it on stainless steel. Make sure you stay on the grain because it will show up otherwise. Pink Stuff paste is also really, really good for lifting stains on like UPVC window frames and windowsills. I'm actually going to be doing a video, probably it will be a short, at some point next week, where I've got a couple of marks on my window frames and my windowsills outside, and I will be using the Pink Stuff paste to get rid of that, and I'll show you how I do it. But it's really, really good. I think because it's mildly abrasive, it kind of roughs up the surface and removes the stain in that way. So you do have to be a little bit careful with it. Don't use it on glass. Like I say, be careful when you're using it on metal. But it really does do a great job of the UPVC window frames and sills if you get marks on those. So keep your eyes peeled for that video, because it's almost like a little miracle happens. Now that the Pink Stuff paste has all been cleaned off, I'm going to go over it with my stainless steel cleaner just to give it a nice shine. This is a brushed steel sink, so it does bring it up quite nicely, but it's never going to be like a mirror finish, which I'm very glad of, because that would be a nightmare to keep clean. I think the stainless steel spray I'm using at the moment is the Astonish one. I used to use another one, I can't remember which brand it was. I'm going to try and pick it up though as part of my little cleaning haul when I go to B&M later on. But the Astonish one works okay. Now I'm topping up my washing detergent and fabric softener jugs. These are one of the best purchases I've made for my kitchen, honestly. I keep 2 little dosing balls either underneath them or on top of the lids, depending on what mood I'm in that day. But these are a godsend. It saves me having to lug the great big jugs out of the cupboard every single time I want to do a wash load. I can keep my stain remover powders next to it, and it's just perfect. Love them. They're over on Amazon, by the way, guys. So next job today is going to be the bins. I'm going to be deep cleaning them today. So as usual, I'll be putting the bins out, as I always seem to end up doing on a Sunday or Monday these days. But then I will be deep cleaning them again after. I will show you the process in the video, so hang on for that. It's not a job that I enjoy, but needs to be done. I do apologise if my voice is a little croaky. I've got a bit of a frog in my throat this week. I'm not really sure what's caused it. It's been very, very rainy around here, so it might be a little bit of the damp getting to me. Sorry, so yeah, do excuse my voice if it's a little croaky. So the bins, I have the liners out of, the lids off of, and I've just popped a tiny bit of bleach into the bottom. And then into that I'm going to add half a bucket of warm water into each bin. And I'm going to leave them to sit and soak for maybe about 20 minutes, half an hour. And then I'll show you the rest. Okay, so now they've been soaking for a while, I have donned my fantastic purple gloves and I've got a little sponge scrubber. So on one side there is a sponge, the other side there's like a little kind of plastic scrubber, and I'm just dipping that into the bleach water in the bottom and running it up the sides, making sure I've got into all of the corners. Then I'm going to take the lid of the bin apart and go over those as well, and then I will leave those inside the water inside the bin for another 10 or 15 minutes to soak. I must say these bins are particularly fiddly to clean. I don't see why they have to have so many little corners and nooks and things. I would much prefer, I've been looking at those, I think they're Simple Human bins that are like motion sense. You just wave over the top of them and they open and close. I kind of love the idea of that. So it might be that at least the main bin will be getting changed out for one of those in the near future. It all depends on how big they are really, because we have one bin for general waste, one bin for excuse me, plastic and tins, and then one bin for cardboard. And as you can see, we have quite a small narrow kitchen, so we'll have to see how big they are, but I really would prefer one that's got just a simple open close lid, and one that's a little bit easier to clean would be nice too. So now I'm just going through with the broom, and sweeping up all of the little bits and crumbs. It gets quite mucky, this floor, because a lot of the time we come in and out of the house through the back door, and we have like a slate in the back garden, and the little tiny bits of slate grit get into the treads of your shoes and they end up getting trodden into the kitchen. I don't know when we started using the back door. I think it's because my husband is from the north, and I don't know why, but they all go in and out through the back doors of their house instead of the front door. It's crazy to me. I mean, probably not all of them, but all the ones I know, they use the back door, and it's really, really strange. And we've all just started doing it, coming in and out through the back door. So yeah, this floor gets really mucky, but fortunately it's vinyl floor. It's super, super easy to clean. I am using today a solution of a tiny bit of laundry detergent and hot water, so it smells yummy. I know it's getting a good clean, and then at the end of the day today I will throw the mop head into a nice boil wash and get that nice and clean too. So while the floor's drying, I'm moving into the lounge. There's not a huge amount to do in here today, so it'll be a nice quick one. We did get a new coffee table, which I am in love with. It's a nice glass topped circular table, so we're not constantly knocking our knees on the corners of the old wooden table that we used to have here. I am very aware that with a glass table you're constantly cleaning it. I don't mind, I enjoy cleaning it. The only thing I don't like about the table is the colour of gold that the frame is. It's almost like a metallic olive green. It's not quite gold. So I do have a can of champagne gold spray paint that I'm going to be doing over the next week or so if we get some nice weather, and it will look almost silver then, which will be better for me. So I don't know who, but somebody put the throw on upside down on this seat. So I'm just turning it over and tucking it back in again, just making the sofas up really quickly, fluffing the cushions, clearing them off, straightening the blankets. All that takes 5 minutes. Something else I need to do this week actually. I got the new cordless hoover and I haven't put the holder up for it yet. And these things do not stand up. They refuse to stand up unaided. It really needs to go into its little socket. So I've got to find a place where I don't mind it being. I would like to put it up inside the cupboard so that we can't constantly see it. It's not ornamental, it's a vacuum cleaner. It's not there to be looked at, it's there to perform a job. So I'm going to clear some space, hopefully in the cupboard or under the stairs where I can mount that. But yeah, that's something I need to make a list, I think. A little snag list of things I need to get on with this week, because I still have on the stairs the Christmas frames with the like merry and jolly and stuff written in them that I've got to take down. I will go around tonight and make a little snag list. Okay, so now the bins have had their soak, they are nice and dry. It is time to reinstate them. So I'm popping in nice fresh bin bags and putting the lids back on now they're all reassembled. And on top of the bin lids, I'm going to add some Dettol antibacterial spray just to make sure that I haven't missed anything germ-wise. If there is still a germ on these bins, then fair play to them. They've done a good job. And then inside the bins I'll be putting some fresh bin powder. So that's the fresh bin powder going in. It's a nice linen scent, so it's nice and fresh. So now that the kitchen is done, it's time to move upstairs to the bathroom. I really wanted to give the tiles a good scrub today because they're looking a bit grimy. I know you can't really, well, I don't think you can see it at all actually on the video, but there's watermarks, bits of like blobs of shampoo, stuff like that on the tiles. So I'm going over them with my Sillet Bang spray and my Christmas tree shaped Scrub Daddy. I'm also getting this kind of wire shelf clean as well. I'm just putting the Sillet Bang on while it's on the wall, and then I'm going to pop it into the sink to drain, and I'll rinse that off in a little while. And in the meantime, I'm just going to clean the tiles behind it. And moving on to the tiles above the bath. I really love having this wall fully tiled. I don't know if any of you remember my bathroom before we had it redone, but the tiles only went up I think 3 or 4 tiles high around the bath, and above it was like painted wall, so we couldn't really have a shower. We used to have the shower, like a spare shower curtain pinned up on the wall so that the wall wouldn't get wet. So to have this all tiled now is so much better. This is me just getting dripped on by the shower, which was sitting there perfectly happy until I got near it and then suddenly decided it was going to do nothing but drip on me. So I do eventually move it over. There you go. But yeah, I think it's scaled up a little bit, so I'm taking the big shower head off. As you can see, it's just chucking water everywhere, and I'm going to leave that to soak in a little bit of the Sillet Bang to remove some of that lime scale that's backing it up. And then I'm going to polish all the chrome on the main shower riser and the spare shower head. I apologise that you can't really see all that well through the shower screen. When I looked on the camera you could see through it perfectly clearly, but now that I'm looking back while I'm editing, I understand it's a bit misty. That's because of all the watermarks on the shower screen itself, which I do clean off now, but doesn't help you to see what I was doing with the shower. So I was basically just going over it with a microfiber cloth and just polishing it up, getting rid of the watermarks. So now I'm going over the shower screen again with my Scrub Daddy, the Christmas tree one of course, which I'm absolutely determined to try and get to last till next Christmas, and some more Sillet Bang just to remove those hard watermarks. I'm going over both sides equally with the same sponge. And now I'm using the small shower head just to rinse down the shower screen and the tiles, get all the Sillet Bang off. and then they can dry out. The shower door itself I'm going to be drying using the window vac. You see how much cleaner that is already? How much clearer that is? I can't believe how bad it was. So I'm going in with the window vac now and just getting all that moisture off. I love this little gadget. I love it so much. It's not a Karcher one. My head's telling me like it's a Bosch or a Bissell or something. I'll try and find it and link it anyway. I got it on Amazon, and I got this one because you can use it at different angles. The Karcher one you can pretty much only use at like 45 degrees or straight, and I needed one that I could use sideways so that I could get the bottom of the glass and everything as well. So I got this one and I love it. It's wonderful. Okay, so just cleaning that big waterfall shower head now. Again, Sillet Bang, an old dish brush, give it a good scrub, simple as that, gets all the gunk off. There's a few marks on it where it could be doing with soaking in some descaler for a little bit longer, but I'm really concerned about upsetting the chroming, so I kind of want to just give it a brush off and that will do, you know. I think I'll try and pick up some white vinegar, that might do the trick a bit better, and I'll soak it in that, but for today it's just going to have a little buff and go straight back on the shower again. Now that's back on, it's time to go over the bathtub itself, which is now absolutely filthy from the bottom of my feet and the walls and all of that. So again, going in with the Sillet Bang. I pretty much just use the one thing in the bathroom. I don't go with like 5 or 6 different cleaners. The only thing that I use different is like some glass spray for the mirrors, and that's it. Everything else is pretty much just Sillet Bang or Viacal or Flash Bathroom, you know, it's one and the same. And lastly, into the toilet. I try and leave this room till last most days, just because, you know, germs and bugs and stuff. This is where they're going to be, if they're going to be anywhere. So I don't want to take any bugs that are on my hands and then spread them elsewhere. So I'm just going to give the toilet a quick clean. It doesn't need much today. I'm going over it with some of my leftover Winter Spice Zoflora wipes today. Usually I use the spray and a microfiber cloth, but I found a whole pack of these in my cleaning cupboard that I didn't even realise were there. So it's very much a case of getting these guys used up. So I'm going over the toilet really quickly with those. I'm going to pop a little bit of Harpic in and give it a bit of a scrub, but in all honesty it didn't need all that much today, so that's all it's really going to get. And now just using some more of those wipes to make sure I get right around the bottom. What I wouldn't give for a floating toilet. These kind of more traditional style toilets where the U-bend goes round, oh my goodness, they gather so much dust and hair and, well, you know, pee. It's kind of grim. I would love a floating toilet one day. It's on my goals list for my dream home alongside a utility room. And now I'm just going to go through really quickly and mop the floors with some more of that detergent solution that I was using in the kitchen earlier. It gives them a nice clean, it makes it smell nice and fresh. You can tell the difference between the lighting in the toilet and bathroom, can't you? We've definitely got a more soft yellow light in the toilet. Didn't really realise until you're filming it. And the last thing I'm going to do today is I'm just going to have a quick hoover of the landing. I don't often get a chance to hoover while I'm filming for you guys because my husband's usually in bed. So to actually get a bit of hoovering filmed is nice. I'm sure you guys think I don't ever do it. So that's it. The whole house has had a nice reset, ready for a new week, ready for spring cleaning plans. I'm very, very excited to start the spring clean. I'm thinking I will probably go top to bottom, and it probably will span the course of 3 or 4 videos, I'm thinking. So it will be over the whole of next month. I should imagine that those videos will start getting to you, maybe a little sooner. But it's going to be a much more thorough, in-depth scrub clean, and I intend on going around and touching up little bits of decoration as I'm going, doing a bit of decluttering. It's going to be messy fun, but it's going to be wonderful. It's going to look so good at the end of it. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate you guys. You are amazing. It's so lovely to have the support. Have a great week, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.